Good morning. Thank you for taking a few minutes to be here today. When most people hear they're attending an annual wellness presentation, they usually have the same thought. What is this really about? Or maybe, what are they trying to do now? Those are fair questions, so let me answer them first. This isn't internal affairs. This isn't a disciplinary process. This isn't a fitness for duty evaluation. This isn't someone deciding whether you're fit to wear the badge tomorrow. This is healthcare. More importantly, this is about protecting the person behind the badge. Every year, you qualify with your firearm. You complete annual training. You inspect your equipment. You maintain your vehicle. You work on your physical fitness. Nobody questions those things because we all understand a simple truth. Maintenance prevents failure. We don't wait until the patrol car breaks down before changing the oil. We don't wait until a tire blows out before replacing it. We don't skip firearms qualifications and hope everything works when we need it most. Maintenance isn't a sign that something is wrong. It's the reason things continue to perform when they're needed most. So let me ask you something. Why do we believe the most important piece of equipment we carry never needs maintenance? Somewhere along the way, we started treating mental wellness differently than physical wellness. We accept that our bodies need recovery. We accept that equipment needs inspection. But we've convinced ourselves that our minds should simply absorb everything this profession throws at us without ever needing attention. That's never made much sense. This profession asks you to do things most people will never experience. You don't just respond to emergencies, you absorb them. You see people on the worst days of their lives. You carry responsibility that doesn't disappear when the shift ends. Most people think this job is defined by one traumatic incident. The truth is, it's usually something else. It's the accumulation. One difficult call, then another, over weeks, over years, over an entire career. Stress accumulates. Poor sleep accumulates. Hypervigilance accumulates. Shift work accumulates. Responsibility accumulates. Eventually, that weight begins to show itself. Maybe your patience gets shorter. Maybe you're exhausted even after sleeping. Maybe you don't enjoy the things that used to recharge you. Maybe you're physically home, but mentally you're still at work. Or maybe the people closest to you notice the change before you do. That doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're failing. It means you've been carrying a heavy load for a long time. Let me ask you a few questions. How many of you regularly get less than 6 hours of sleep? How many of you have replayed a call long after your shift ended? How many of you have sat in your driveway after work, not quite ready to walk inside? If you've experienced any of those things, you're in good company. They're common in this profession. The problem is we've become so accustomed to carrying the weight that we mistake it for normal. We tell ourselves, that's just the job. And in some ways, it is. Stress comes with the profession. Living under that stress forever doesn't have to. I've spent years working alongside law enforcement, corrections, military personnel, firefighters, EMS providers, and their families. I've learned something from every one of them. The strongest people I've met aren't the ones who never need maintenance. They're the ones who understand that staying strong requires it. Elite athletes recover as hard as they train. Pilots complete checklists before every flight, even when the aircraft flew perfectly the day before. Professionals don't rely on luck. They rely on preparation. This program follows that same philosophy. It's not designed to find something wrong with you. It's designed to help keep what's right with you. to recognize stress before it becomes burnout, to recognize burnout before it becomes injury, to recognize injury before it begins affecting your career, your family, or your health. Now let's talk about the question almost everyone asks. Is this confidential? Yes. Your supervisor does not receive your screening. Your command staff does not receive your notes. Nobody receives your diagnosis. Nobody receives your personal conversation. Leadership receives anonymous, combined information that helps them understand overall wellness trends across the organization. Not names, not reports, not individual results. Your conversation stays between you and your clinician, just like any other healthcare appointment, unless there is an immediate safety concern requiring action under the law. That's how it should be. Trust matters. Without trust, none of this works. Your agency has begun working with, or is continuing its partnership with, Calm Seas Psychotherapy. Calm Seas is a nationally recognized behavioral health practice specializing in the treatment and support of law enforcement officers, military personnel, veterans, corrections professionals, firefighters, EMS, dispatchers, and their families. For more than a decade, our mission has centered on serving those who serve others. Our clinicians understand the unique culture of tactical professions and the challenges of balancing service with family life. This cultural competence allows us to build trust quickly while providing evidence-based care that respects the values and identity of the professions we serve. In addition to individual, couples, family, and group psychotherapy, Calm Seas provides agency consultation, critical incident response, leadership support, wellness education, and annual behavioral health and wellness check-ins designed to promote resilience, identify concerns early, and reduce barriers to seeking care before problems become crises. As part of our continued commitment to whole person wellness, Calm Seas has expanded its services through our tactical wellness and functional nutrition team. This program integrates evidence-informed consultation on nutrition, sleep optimization, recovery, stress management, hydration, and sustainable lifestyle practices specifically tailored to the demands of tactical professions. Recognizing that operational readiness extends beyond mental health alone, the program also emphasizes physical resilience, endurance training principles, recovery strategies, and long-term performance optimization to help personnel remain healthy, mission-ready, and resilient throughout their careers. At Calm Seas, we believe resilience is built proactively, not simply restored after injury. Our goal is to partner with agencies to support the health, performance, and longevity of those who dedicate their lives to protecting their communities. If you have questions about services, referrals, or agency partnerships, our team can be reached at 888-975-2256 or info@calmseapsych.com. We look forward to continuing to serve those who serve.